So during my live streams that I started doing almost every weekend or every other weekend, people come in my chat and they share their IGNs so I can take a look at their account and give them tips on how to build their accounts further, which characters to build, which CTPs to equip on certain characters and so on. And during the last stream, this guy comes in my chat, Blackwing002, and says, hey, can you take a look at my account and either roast me or give me tips on which characters to build next? So I open his account, and as always, I check his premium cards, and as soon as I open them, I see that he has 5 premium cards that are fully crafted with blue stars, so he has 25% pierce. Then I open his swords, and I see that his swords are really decent. He has 4 swords. He has, 5 swords that have 4 of the same color, and then he has purple sword with 5 of the same color. And then I open his roster and I see that he has a really good amount of tier 4 characters. So what's this? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17 tier 4 characters. So my initial impression is, hey, this account looks pretty good. Like, this is a guy who invested a lot of resources and money in his account, right? But then this guy drops a bomb on me and says, hey, I'm free to play. And at first I was shocked, I didn't believe him, and then I asked him to share screenshots of his VIP level and his account, and which he did in my Discord, which, by the way, I'm leaving a link in the video description below. Come join and you will get notified when the next live streams and videos are, or if you need any help with your account. So yeah, he shares the screenshots, and as you can see in this screenshot, he is VIP 0. He hasn't spent a dime on this account. This is all done through free to play, and he's been playing since endgame. So I want to go quickly through his account and show you what everything he has, and then show you what you guys can strive to and get if you invest time and are patient with your account and invest your resources properly. So let's go back to his premium card. So we said that he has a PvE focused set with 25% pierce, but his stats are also completely insane. Like, sure, he's way overcapped on attack speed, but he has a great amount of crit damage and good amount of crit rate. He has over 100% all basic attacks, going over 125% physical attack and over 135 energy attack. He's capped on both ignore defense and cooldown. He has insane amount of dodge, 40% dodge, which basically means that every single of his characters is capped on dodge. He has a low amount of all basic defenses, but his max HP ain't that bad. He's almost at 50%. So, and then he has an energy attack proc. So absolutely amazing card sets, especially for these card stats are really good even for whales, people who spend money. But this guy is a free to play, and he has this insane amount of good stats. So if we take a look at his cards, like here you can see that he rolled both dodge, he rolled max HP, he rolled all basic attacks, and he rolled cooldown here. Then in this card, he also rolled dodge, max HP, crit rate, crit damage, all basic attacks. So everything so far is a good roll. Then here he rolled all basic defenses, attack speed, all basic attacks increase. He unfortunately couldn't roll max HP here, but hey, he at least rolled movement speed. Then on this card, he rolled all basic attacks, attack speed, crit damage, crowd control time, and unfortunately again without max HP. Then this card, he has max HP, he has again attack speed, all basic attacks, so absolutely insane card stats. Absolutely insane. So his swords, as you've seen previously, he has really good amount of all basic attacks and every other stat that swords have, and in time, he'll get even better swords and cap out, get like 40+% all basic attacks with capping the pierce damage decrease and energy and physical damage decrease, as well as physical and energy attack. He has good stats here, boosting his instinct and concentration, as well as additional cooldown. Well, he really doesn't need that because he is capped here on cooldown, but yeah, it's still for free to play. These card stats are looking like Veil card stats, and the swords, he will fix them just by playing the game. It will just take time. He'll have to wait to get lucky. So now let's take a look at his roster next and see how he built his characters. So let's check how a free to play with a lot of time invested builds his characters. So he has a tier 4 sentry with 6-star Uru equipped on every single slot of his gears. He has a 4-star artifact, and he has a mighty CTP of regeneration. Now, while I know that CTP of Conquest is the best option, followed by Greed, this is probably and might be Sentry's third best option, and because he's a free-to-play, I suspect that he cannot afford to get reforged CTP of Conquest, so he went with this, so this is really okay. Then he has Scarlet Witch at tier 4 and a CTP of Rage. This is by far her best option. Then he has Silver Surfer with a 4-star artifact and a mighty CTP of Authority. That's really good. Then he has Thanos with a mighty CTP of Destruction. When I asked him during the live review, I asked him if he's as Thanos' seasonal uniform, and he said that he does. So he is using mighty CTP of Destruction for Thanos in his seasonal uniform because he performs really good against World Boss Legend with CTP of Destruction that's reforged. And then when he is using Thanos in PvP, he switches to this uniform and keeps a mighty CTP of Destruction. Well, this isn't his best option for PvP. It's really a good option for free-to-play players because he can switch to his seasonal uniform, kill world boss, any world boss he wants. Then when he uses Thanos in PvP, he switches to this uniform, and Thanos might score some kills with a mighty CTP of Destruction. Then he has Cable with a CTP of Energy, that's good. Then he has Madeline Pryor with a brilliant CTP of Authority. Look at this. This is amazing. This is a whale Madeline Pryor, not a free-to-play Madeline Pryor. And yeah. So further on, he has Jean Grey, tier 4, with a 5-star artifact and a CTP of Rage. This is probably her best option now. And he has Namor with 4-star artifact and again a CTP of Rage. We're following it up with Professor X with a 4-star artifact and a CTP of Judgment. So absolutely insane. Every single of his tier 4 characters is equipped with an artifact and has a good CTP. Well, except Cable, but yeah. We're going next to Mystique. Okay, she doesn't have the artifact, but he's using her as a support for Black Swan. So he gave her mighty CTP of Insight. That's really good. Then he has Sharon Rogers with a mighty CTP of Energy. That's really good. Has Invisible Woman with a mighty CTP of Destruction and an artifact. That's really good. Then he has Gamora with a 3-star artifact and a CTP of Rage. Then he has Spider-Gwen with a 4-star artifact and a mighty CTP of Destruction. Black Bolt without artifact but with a CTP of Rage. Ghost Rider with 4-star artifact and a CTP of Rage. And then finally Loki without his artifact but with a CTP of Rage. So absolutely amazing free-to-play that has 17 tier 4s that are all really good, with really good builds, with proper CTPs. Every single of their gears is equipped with 6-star Uru. Maybe some have Odin's Blessings. I won't waste your time to check every single of his characters, but as you can see, like, if you invest your resources properly and are patient, you can build an amazing roster of your characters and they will serve you really, really well. So now we come to his tier 3 characters, and these are the characters that he's mostly never using. So because this is a free-to-play account, you can expect that these characters do not have good builds, right? So he has level 80 Gladiator to collect the crystals from leveling reward, but he didn't waste an artifact, or sorry, not artifact, well, both artifact and a CTP on him because he still didn't buy his uniform, but he maybe plans to do so in the future. He has Adam Warlock that he's using in PvP, left him at level 80 because he already has Sentry tier 4 and Thanos tier 4 and Silver Surfer tier 4 and Madeline Pryor tier 4, so he has enough characters to use in PvP, so there's really no reason to waste your resources and build Adam Warlock, but he still gave him a CTP of authority to use him in modes like Otherworld Battle and maybe Alliance Conquest. Then remember, he's playing until he started playing in Endgame, so he has some older uniforms like this one, Doctor Doom. CTP of Rage was by far his best CTP in this uniform, so this is really good. He has Wolverine with a 3-star artifact, and he gave him a mighty CTP of Greed, so he's using Wolverine as a glass cannon that kills 1 or 2 characters in Timeline Battle or Otherworld Battle and then dies, so this is really good. And then the rest of these characters either do not have uniforms, but he leveled them to 80 to collect crystals from them, or are characters that he's rarely using, so he really didn't waste that much resources to building most of them. But as you can see, characters like Hela, because he's using her as a Otherworld Battle support, he gave her a mighty CTP of authority, while I prefer Destruction on her. This is still really good because she fulfills that support role. And yeah, absolutely amazing, absolutely smart investment of your resources, and CTP is giving them to proper characters, so really nothing wrong to say about this account. And again, this is a free-to-play account, so if we check his supports, he has Taskmaster, of course, he gave him an insight, and he has Coulson in his seasonal uniform, he gave him an insight. He has her, unfortunately she doesn't have an insight, but she still is a support even without an insight. Then if we go here, he has Nick Fury. He unfortunately doesn't have Shuri's uniform, but I told him to buy it, and he probably will. He also bought White Fox, gave her CTP of Insight, that's really good. He bought Yondu's seasonal uniform, gave him a CTP of Insight, that's really good. He also has Ronan's uniform with an artifact, so he's an amazing leadership and support for universal characters. And yeah, as you can see, his account is really, really, really good. Really well built, like he even has mutant supports with Dazzler, and absolutely amazing. And this is something I want you guys to strive to. Do not be quick with your resources, just invest them smartly, and you will not have to waste your crystals on equipping CTPs or buying uniforms for characters that you will never use. So this is something that you should do, and I will try to make guides for every single piece of content that this game has and give you guys best advice possible so you guys can reach this level of account, and your account maybe in 1 to 2 years, even without spending money, can look similar to this. So if you want to participate in the next account review and roasts and maybe get your account showcased, you can subscribe now so you get notified when I do live streams. I plan to do them more and more regularly. Or you can join Discord channel where we constantly talk about games and advise players which character to build or what to do with their account next. And there you will also be notified when the next live stream is or whenever I publish a new video. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show here. So Blackwing002, absolute W of an account. The best free-to-play account I've seen, and if you think you have better account than this as a free-to-play player, I really encourage you to join the Discord and share your account. Then I'll take a look at it and maybe showcase it here on my channel. So I wish you guys a pleasant weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.